Alright guys, I'm gonna get you some drive time video in the car. Just talk about it, overall what I think. And you guys seen most of the car. The update again, about 1,600 miles on it. 2 months roughly. And again guys, I was considering, other cars. In the end I decided to pick this one. I've always wanted a Speed 3 since the first generation. And I'm not disappointed guys. It's super comfortable to drive. A lot of reviewers complain that it's kind of a little bit rough and raw, and like they compare it to the Volkswagen GTI and the WRX, and those cars are pretty good. I don't like Volkswagen personally. I've had one before. My wife, just didn't work out, man. Everything started to break after about 70,000 miles, and a couple different friends and people at work I've known have had a couple of Jettas, and just they've gone through 2 of them because they just kept breaking down in and out of the shop. They're nice cars, they look great, they're comfortable. They're just not made for like daily driving, I guess. The maintenance is super expensive on them. Maybe because they're European cars, or I don't know, but don't get me wrong. Car companies change and they do things differently. I mean, look at Hyundai, how far they've come along, and don't take my word on it, but if you like it, nothing's wrong with it. I won't buy one again. I like the new Jetta GLI. Looks pretty nice, but I wouldn't get it. Road noise isn't too bad. That I noticed. Again, right now I'm going about 60 miles an hour on the freeway, and it's not too bad. 60 miles in 6th gear, about 2,500 RPM, in case anybody cares. So I don't know if you can see it right here. I can't see the camera, but right here tells you your actual real world fuel economy right now. It's just coasting and it shows 99, but it just goes back and forth, kind of gives you a conscious. Like when you accelerate, it'll drop to like 5 or 10, and then when you're coasting it or in cruise control is where you get your best fuel economy. And like I said, I'm happy, man. I love it. I love every day I get to drive my car because I use it for work. Thank God. It's a pretty fun thing, The gas mileage isn't too bad for what the car does. I see a lot of people commenting saying that they got a 350Z, and I love that car too, but it's a 2-seater. You get about the same power in this, and it looks super aggressive with the hood scoop, the little bit of the side seals on it, and the wheels. You get a hatchback. I showed you guys the space with the hatchback. The seats are pretty comfortable. You can carry 4 comfortably, 5 if you had to. I'm pretty short. My wife's short, so my kids really don't have no hope of being tall at all. So we should fit in it for a while. And like I said, what I don't like, one feature, like I don't know if you can see it in the video, the top part of the car, and like the roof and everything is gray. On the Honda Civic Si, everything is black on the interior, and I kind of like that. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Right now I'm on the freeway going 70 miles an hour. Car's about 2,500 RPMs, 26 maybe, in 6th gear. And like I said, I'm not jamming. I just use it for work. I'm not going to be driving my car super hard. I love this car. I'm trying to keep it mostly stock, just maybe an intake. My friend got a Speed 3 with an intake, and the stock, every time he shifts gears, it sounds like he's got a blow off valve. You can hear the little turbo sound. It sounds awesome, and that's what I want to get. Again, the Subaru, I love that car too. I've always wanted that, but I don't need all-wheel drive being in California. I like the looks on this one. I get it. Looks are subjective, and some people don't like the smiley face. I do. I like the hood scoop. I like how it looks kind of low and wide. The car drives really comfortable, and it gets a little bit better gas mileage than the Subaru. I read a lot of reviews saying that the gas mileage is pretty, on the conservative side, it gets a little bit better than advertised, which it does. I do mostly city driving, and city's rated at 18, and I get about 22. Roughly. Again, if you keep your foot on the pedal, you're going to see that drop pretty good, but that's what I do. And I know the Subaru is faster, about a second faster, and I test drove that car, and you can sure feel it. I don't know if it's the all-wheel drive or it's got less torque, so it's supposed to deliver the power better than the Speed 3. But this car drives comfortable, man. I've had an Integra lowered, you know, which everybody hated driving with it because you could feel every bump in the road, and it just had stock GSR rims. And I've had my Sentra Spec V, and this one feels like the quality inside feels really good. The materials, the handles, the seats are super comfortable. Everybody likes this car, man. It drives. It doesn't feel like a little sports car like I had, like a Honda Civic stuff beefed up. You know, it feels like I'm not gonna say like a BMW, but it feels like a little bit more of a luxury car. You know, you get the two-tone leather seats, you know, leather cloth seats. It's not hard to drive. The stick shift is really good. I will say, first gear is a little bit tricky. When I first test drove it, I stalled, which was, the first gear feels almost like a racing clutch. I mean, you gotta get used to it. If you're just gonna let somebody drive your car, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stall. It's just something you gotta get used to. But once when I test drove it, the first light I stalled. After that, I never stalled again. So, I mean, it drives nice. It feels amazing when you're on turns. You could take turns like off the on-ramp or freeway. The car just holds to the ground, to the road. Super amazing. And when you're on the freeway, like I said, it drives nice. You'll be, you know, if you're in a hurry, you'll notice you're at 80, 90 miles an hour, and you will not even feel it, you know, compared to like another little car. You could feel the car starting to get kind of like you're pushing it, you know, kind of a little bit too hard. So, in the end, guys, if you guys have any other comments or videos or questions you want me to do, throw them my way. What made me get this car over the Honda Civic Si, which I really like that car, is I don't like the new engine they put in it. It's a good engine, but it's not like a tuner engine, you know. And that car was about $1,000 or $2 cheaper than this one. But, you know, if you look at what you get in this car, you know, you get a black 18-inch wheels, which are super nice and really sweet. You don't have to change those. You get the lowered suspension. You get side sills, turbocharger with turbos. To install a turbo, it's about $3,000 to $5,000 depending on what you want to do. You know, whether that's a turbo or a supercharger. And you know, you get pretty nice seats. You get a lot of the package for this car. I mean, if you took a Civic Si or something, you know, and you wanted to get it to where this car is, it's going to cost you about $5 to $10 grand. So, you know, this car is a good daily driver. I drive it every day. It's not hard at all. Torque steer is not bad at all, you know, unless you're going to be driving with one hand and just gunning it every time. I don't, and I had a Sentra Spec V, like I said, and that car torque steer was a lot worse, and it only had 175 horsepower, but first gear was utterly useless, and torque steer was pretty bad. It pulled, you know, to the right or to the left all the time, and that's my experience, guys. So had it for 2 months. I love my car. I would not trade it for the world. I'm glad I got the red. I wasn't going into it getting the red, but I got the red. And like I said, the one bad thing is the exhaust does leave one like a little kind of a black residue on the back of your car. You know, your back windshield and the back of the car. As soon as you wash it, I washed it last night, and I'll probably have like black residue stuff on the back of my car. So think about that before you get the pearl white, which I wanted, and I didn't. I ended up getting this one. I appreciate you guys watching and all the comments and views, and hope you guys enjoy, man. Take it easy. Thanks, guys. Bye.